SCP-1030. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1031 is to be kept in a 7m×5m holding cell under video surveillance and staffed by one guard. Minimal furnishing is allowed, as SCP-1031 does appear to be able to experience comfort and pain. There are to be no tangible objects in the cell except one word processor terminal, to be built into the wall of the cell. SCP-1031 may request materials for self-repair by typing on this terminal. Staff are to place materials in the airlock between the observation booth and the holding cell, then vacate the airlock before SCP-1031 is given access to it. Under no circumstances should SCP-1031 be given any sharp objects or potential writing utensils. Any attempt by SCP-1031 to draw or carve SCP-1032 shall result in revoking of word processor privileges until later review. Any resulting instances of SCP-1033 should be reverted by removal of SCP-1032, or, if more convenient, destroyed by fire. Ttt Description: SCP-1031 is a humanoid figure approximately 1.65 m tall, constructed of various objects. As of // it is composed of a pair of shoes, a computer mouse, a garbage can, 4 m of rubber hose, crushed remains of a push cart, a personal digital organizer, a lab cot, a pair of glasses, and objects integrated into SCP-1031 corrode, rot, or otherwise decompose at an accelerated rate. Heavily damaged objects are expelled and replaced by an unknown force using other nearby objects capable of roughly filling the vacated space. Objects may contort or break if necessary, but preference is given to objects requiring a minimum of effort. Ruined items are not expelled until a replacement is found. SCP-1031 has expressed that keeping damaged items integrated is painful. The only constant feature on SCP-1031 is the presence of a complex symbol, hereafter SCP-1032, that becomes engraved on the back of whatever analog SCP-1031 is using for a head. Part of the symbol includes the Hebrew word dot. SCP-1031 expresses periodic desire to copy this symbol onto other objects. Any objects marked in this way, known as SCP-1033, become animate with some control by SCP-1031 as long as they are within m of SCP-1031. Beyond that range, SCP-1033 invariably become hostile, seeking out and attempting to harm any humans in any way possible. Removal or destruction of any portion of SCP-1032 reverts such items to their original, inanimate state. Recovery notes: SCP-1031 was initially contained following stories of a monster near a garbage dump in Czechoslovakia. Agents captured SCP-1031 on //19 using powerful magnets, as much of its body was composed of scrap metal at the time. SCP-1031 offered no violent resistance, attempting only to flee at first contact, and ceased its attempts after several minutes. Addendum 1030-01, Deviant Behavior / New Containment Procedures. SCP-1031 has begun attempting to place SCP-1032 on any object it can access, with mixed success. New containment procedures forbidding the presence of non-repair objects implemented due to extra security measures needed for animated furniture. Walls and floor are now padded fabric due to severe structural damage caused by animation of walls and floor. Computer terminal resolution and size have been reduced following input of ASCII version of SCP-1032 that resulted in violent animation of computer terminal. Following implementation of new containment procedures, SCP-1031 has ceased regular movement and refused to type on terminal except for the word alone, once a day. Addendum 1030-02, Incident Report. Following initial testing on replication of SCP-1032, SCP-1031 was denied access to any objects for self-repair purposes. With the aim of coercing SCP-1031 into explaining why the symbol wasn't effective when copied by Foundation personnel, the word processor was also removed. SCP-1031 was told to respond by signing letters in the air. After 22 days with no useful response, SCP-1031's components appeared to be in severe disrepair. After subject was observed to sit for several hours without motion, then head researcher Dr. Entered the cell with a sealed metal box of debris on a pushcart. Current containment procedures were not in place, stating intention to tempt SCP-1031. The resulting video record has been preserved for study. 0754:13 Doctor enters containment cell, pauses while door is sealed behind him, and shakes cart. 0754:16 SCP-1031 rises to feet, immediately makes defensive or warding gestures with arms. 0754:20 Doctor takes 2 steps toward SCP-1031 with cart, at which time Dr. S glasses appear to fly off his face and replace a disintegrating cardboard tube as SCP-1031's thumb. Doctor feels face, then lets go of cart and turns to door. 0754:22 Doctor facing door, appears to leave ground, flying backwards toward SCP-1031. 0754:25 Doctor S entire body data expunged violently by an unidentified force, with no apparent regard for previous anatomical functions. 0754:30 SCP-1031 drops to knees and repeatedly slams own head, at the time a waste paper bin, against back wall of containment cell for approximately 30 seconds. 0755:01 SCP-1031 rises, rocking its body, and begins stroking Dr. S head and back. Currently located data expunged. 0858:15 Doctor ceases movement. 0858:22 Pushcart accelerates toward SCP-1031, discarding box of debris. Cart is crushed and reshaped by unknown means, replacing portions of Dr. which are expelled onto the floor. 0858:40 Box accelerates toward SCP-1031. Box is crushed, exposing items inside. Box and all items integrated into SCP-1031. All previous components of SCP-1031 have now been replaced. 0858:54 SCP-1031 sits in corner of cell. 0920:10 Security and cleanup crews enter. No reaction from SCP-1031. Addendum 1030-03, unprompted writing. SCP-1031 does not typically initiate communication except to request new materials, and only offers minimal response to questions. However, on one occasion, approximately 1 hour after fruitless questioning had ended regarding SCP-1031's origins, SCP-1031 entered the following on the terminal in its cell: was man, man lived. Man would die, Maker came down, Maker said you live. You make. Maker marked man, man lived. Man made things, man died. Things made man, man lived again. Man made, man lived. Man made, man lived. Man made, man lived. Man made, man lived. Man made, ask Maker, man die please? Man so tired, Maker said no. Man has mark, mark is on head. Mark in head too, no mark too good. Always remember, cannot forget mark, mark is life. Note, following review of the above writing sample, simultaneous and contradictory requests have been filed by CO heads doctors. End. Doctor requests total cessation of all visual study of SCP-1032. Doctor requests approval for use of D-Class personnel for expanded research into the tattoo reproduction and memorization of SCP-1032. 05 response pending.